Hi, Jay. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. I know it took us a while to get something on the calendar, so I appreciate the opportunity to connect. Before we jump in, how have things been going for you lately?
Busy. We've had a lot going on.
I can imagine. I was looking through your background before our meeting and saw you've been involved in several acquisitions and IT integrations throughout your career. That's pretty impressive. What are some of the biggest priorities you're focused on right now?
Making sure our technology supports the business and making smart decisions with our IT budget.
That makes sense. When you're making a technology investment decision today, how do you determine whether those investments are delivering value?
We rely mostly on internal reporting and feedback from our team.
Gotcha. Do you currently compare your IT spending and performance against other organizations in your industry?
Not on a regular basis.
What challenges does that create for you?
It's difficult to know if we're spending too much, too little, or if there are opportunities we're just missing.
I can see how that would be frustrating to you. When evaluating new technologies or vendors, how confident do you feel that you're getting objective information?
Oh, well, that's another challenge. Sometimes it's hard to separate useful information from those sales pitches.
That makes a lot of sense. If you make the wrong technology decision, what impact could that have on the business?
It can definitely be expensive and can slow projects down.
Especially with a company that's continuing to grow.
Exactly.
If you had access to independent benchmarks showing how Blue compares to similar organizations, how valuable would that be to you?
Very valuable.
And if you could make vendor decisions using objective market research instead of relying solely on vendor information, would that help?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Based on what you shared, it sounds like you're looking for better visibility into IT spending, stronger benchmarking data, and more confidence when evaluating technology vendors. Did I summarize that correctly?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Great. Would it be okay if I showed how Gartner helps organizations address those challenges?
Sure.
One of the things Gartner does exceptionally well is provide independent research and benchmarking. We work with organizations around the world to help them understanding how their IT spending, staffing, and performance compare to their peers. For example, our IT budget and key metric tools allow organizations to benchmark themselves against similar companies and identify opportunities for improvement. Earlier, you mentioned wanting more confidence in technology decisions. Gartner also provides independent research and analysts to help organizations evaluate technologies and vendors using objective information rather than marketing claims. Also, our contract review services help organizations identify saving opportunities and strengthen vendor negotiations. How does that compare to the way you're currently gathering information today?
It's definitely more comprehensive than what we're doing now.
What stands out to you the most?
Probably the benchmarking and independent research.
That makes sense. Those areas many CIOs find valuable.
I really like what Gartner offers, but I'm concerned about the cost. We have a limited budget, and before making an investment like this, I need to be sure the value justifies the expense.
That's a completely fair concern, Jay. I appreciate you bringing it up. Just so I understand, is your biggest concern the overall investment in itself, or making sure the value and ROI justify that investment?
It's really about just making sure we get enough value from it.
I completely understand. If I were responsible for a large technology budget, I'd want to make sure every investment delivered measurable results as well. One reason many organizations partner with Gartner is because our benchmarking tools help identify inefficiencies, support better technology decisions, and strengthen their vendor negotiations. If Gartner helped Blue avoid just one costly technology mistake or identify opportunities to optimize spending, would that help justify the investment?
Oh, yes, that definitely would.
That makes sense. Based on everything we've discussed today, it sounds like Gartner could potentially help support several of the priorities you mentioned today. The next step I typically recommend is scheduling a working session with you and any other stakeholders involved in technology decisions, so we can take a deeper look at your environment and determine which Gartner resource would be the most valuable. Would Tuesday or Thursday work better?
I can definitely see some value in Gartner, but I'd like some time to think it over and compare it against other options before making a final decision.
I completely understand, Jay. This isn't the type of decision most organizations make on the spot. When you say you'd like to compare options, are you looking at other research providers, or are you still deciding whether to use an outside resource at all?
Mostly just comparing the providers.
That makes sense. I would expect you to do your due diligence before making a decision. Would it make sense to schedule a follow-up meeting so we can answer any additional questions after you've had a chance to evaluate your options? That way you can continue your evaluation process without losing any momentum.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
Perfect. Would Thursday at 2 p.m. work for you?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll send over a calendar invitation and include some additional benchmarking examples for you to review before we meet again. Jay, I really appreciate your time today and look forward to continuing our conversation.
Well, thank you. I
You're
appreciate it
welcome.
as well.